Well, hello friends, it's Marie, real life on the homestead in Ontario, coming to you from Panama. Some people have been asking me, where am I? If you've been watching, you know I'm in Panama for a month. And today is going to be the answering generic questions that have come across that I think, I answer the person who asked the question, but others may want to know. And I am referring to my notes here because I don't want to forget anything that has come up. And I'm going to start off with, first of all, and most importantly, I'm going to have to use people's handles because I don't know the real name. But Patricia May Judge, I want to congratulate you on your 5-year carnivore journey. And she is 83 years old and feeling better than ever. Congratulations, you're an inspiration to all of us. And thank you for joining our channel because many of us are newbies to the lifestyle. And here you are, a veteran and doing great. So congratulations and thank you for being part of our channel. First question, and the most asked question, is my age. I don't think I'm anything miraculous, but I am 58 years old, turning 59 in April. I have to tell you, I was feeling pretty terrible for the last 15 years, huge back inflammation, and my last years of work, for a corporation anyway, because I continue to work every day, but with an employer, last 15 to almost 20 years, I was experiencing agonizing pain, and I have never felt better. It takes me right back to my late 20s, early 30s, when I think I was at my very fittest. I'm getting there. I'm feeling much better. The inflammation is almost gone. I still get bouts here and there, but usually I can attribute it to not being the best at being a carnivore. The next thing was my weight. I have to tell you, at about 40, my weight started slowly creeping up, and that was at the same time as my inflammation was creeping up. So I do think they're related. All my life, I've been very fit, worked out diligently, took care of myself, ate a North American diet, but the healthier side of a North American diet. I've never been a junk food person, do not enjoy pop, not a candy person, limited sweet tooth. So I was never eating constant garbage. I've always hated takeout. I just never felt satisfied. So living a pretty good lifestyle, as in meat, fish, vegetables, never a big fan of a lot of fruits. I was always between 112 and 118 pounds. That was my range until I was about 40. Now, please do not compare yourself to me. Our genetics are different, I get that. I'm only 5'3", so a little bit of weight makes me a roly-poly very quickly. I turn into a little round ball in the sense that the weight all goes in my midsection. But at 40, my weight started creeping up. And it got a little bit devastating to my ego, because the heaviest I've ever been was 143 pounds right before I gave birth to my son. So going past that made me feel uncomfortable. I got up to 160. That's my highest weight. And that was, let's say, last February, March of 2024, when I started my carnivore journey. Now, my carnivore journey was playing with it. I was testing things. I was eliminating everything and then reintroducing stuff, going back and forth. I went to Egypt in March and then Jordan in June. I wanted to experience those foods, so I didn't stick to the carnivore lifestyle, and I felt the negative effects. So in a sense, I'm glad I did wrong, because it taught me on how I do get affected. So this is all a learning journey. I have pretty much cut out most alcohol. Every once in a while, I'll have a glass of red wine, but definitely don't crave. I like tequila, and I'm not doing that. I'm not a beer drinker. It's usually, like I said, red wine. So that's my weight. I am now at 145, and that was down from 160, not really caring too much about that. What I was doing is just eating, and the weight was coming off slowly but surely. I know a lot of it was inflammation, and right at the beginning, 5 pounds dropped. I know that was water retention. Somebody asked a huge question, which entails a lot, was to list the negatives and positives of going carnivore. Well, the negatives are, I'm not doing this with my entire family. So it sometimes is tempting because I'm making meals for them and I'm just eating the meat portion. And sometimes it's difficult. Like if I make a lasagna, I make a damn good lasagna. I want that. So I have to really tell myself, I'm going to feel the effects later. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I did like that Sean Baker went on a trip to Portugal, which is my home birth country. I came to Canada when I was 5. So I'm more Canadian than I am Portuguese, but he went to my home country and he was traveling there. And he found that the meats were great, but they were served with sauces. And he felt comfortable scraping it off and then just eating the meat, not eating the sides. So that tells me that somebody who is such an advocate of meat-only food, if he feels comfortable scraping off the sauce, then I should too. And I've done that. So I've talked about my negatives. I think that was the worst negative, is basically that the whole family isn't on the same journey. So it does get tempting. There's things in the house that I don't crave in any way. If I was a single person living on my own, I know what my fridge would look like. It would be completely empty with butter, bacon, eggs, beef, maybe some fish here and there, but I know it would be easier. Not to say that I can't cope, because I can. Positives, the inflammation, absolutely the inflammation being gone. My teeth, I find I don't get plaque in my teeth very often. I do find that they're not as sensitive, so the sensitivity is gone. I don't use fluoride toothpaste. I don't use Sensodyne or any sensitive toothpaste. It's just the diet. I found it's been helping. I do coconut pulling every once in a while, but not every day. My nails are definitely harder. I am a homesteader. My nails are always natural. I do not do long nails. I don't do polishes. I don't wear makeup, as you can see. I used to. I don't find a need to anymore. With my hair is pretty strong. It always has been, but I've gone very white over the years. It's all on the crown. And I've heard people say that their white hair starts to get darker again with the years. So I need a few more years to see if this is a fact, and I've documented what my hairline looks like now in case it does improve and I can attest to it a few years down the line. What else? Brain clarity. Absolutely less fog, less forgetfulness. If I go to the pantry to get something, I don't forget what I'm there for, which I used to get there and go, what the hell am I here for? I don't have as much of that, and it's very noticeable. Sleep, absolutely improved sleep. I go to bed, fall asleep, and I feel well rested. If I have carbs, which I have done and seen the effect, I will wake up during the night, or I'll toss and turn. I'll end up with a kink in my neck because I'm tossing and turning so much. So I absolutely see a benefit there. Skin, initially when I started carnivore, I had a belly rash, to later find out that that was oxalate dumping, or a sign of oxalate dumping. That lasted about 2 weeks. I've never had it since. I find that my skin is fine. I use all natural products. I make my own face cream with tallow and coconut oil and herbs. I have made one that's on the channel. I'll link it below. I also use the zinc sunblock, which I will be showing you how to make in a future video when I get home. Washroom habits, yes. Washroom habits are much better. You go to the washroom regularly, a lot less. I have no gas. I've never been a very gassy person, but you know that comment that people always make that everybody's shit stinks? I can tell you, I don't find a smell in bowel movements. I also don't find body odor smell, which is very interesting because I was always using a slice of lemon as a deodorant, and I don't find I need to. The scent coming from my body is just not unpleasant. So I could get away with not using any deodorant, and I'm good. Turning the page, sunscreen, I've already told you about I use the tallow sunscreen and I will show you how to make it. Soap, I use Castile soap. So it's a very plain soap on my body. Usually don't use it on my face. I use Castile soap as a shampoo and I only wash my hair every like 3 days or so. I don't find a need to wash my hair constantly. I make my own detergent and I do have a video on how to make homemade detergent, and I've been using that since my son was born. He is now 30, so I will link that in the description. Makeup, again, I don't use makeup. I don't find I need to. I find my skin is more radiant anyway with this diet, so I already feel more awake and bright. I did have very dark circles. It's hard when I'm tanned, but I did have very dark circles under my eyes since I was a child. And I do find that those have diminished. My goodness. Vitamin D. I do not take supplements of any sort. I try to get my vitamin D from the natural sun. I do not close my blinds at night. I let the sun wake me up, and when the sun is first coming up, I let it go directly into my eyes. I know that is the best way to absorb vitamin D, and I feel very good doing it. At home, the roosters wake me up at least an hour before the sun comes up, so I usually am up for sunrise, and I take advantage of that moment. I've been doing it every day here in Panama, and I really enjoy that first sunlight into the eyes. It really revitalizes me. So what else? I ground myself. I love walking barefoot all the time. People ask if I ground myself. I do. On the beach here, I go out there every morning and I put my feet into the sand with the water. I find that grounding is just so peaceful. I go for a beach walk 2 to 3 hours every single day while I'm here. I take advantage of my environment. At home, I walk around on the grass barefoot as much as I can. In the garden, barefoot, I feel good doing it. Bug spray. Yes, I make my own bug spray. I started making bug spray because I don't want to put DEET on my body. I started making bug spray for my dogs because I was concerned that they were getting bit on the belly a lot, especially during black fly season. And then I made some bug spray for them and I thought, why am I not making this for myself? So I will be doing a video on how to make the bug spray when I return, because May is not too far off and that is black fly season, and I want to have a good stash of it ready for the dogs. I did bring some down here just in case the bugs were bad, but so far so good. Electrolytes, yes. Electrolytes, I will show you how to make your own. LMNT is something I travel with, and I use it because of its convenience, not because it's the best thing out there. After all, they use a potassium that is not the best, but it is better than nothing. I can't bring a powdered substance in a Ziploc bag through customs without being questioned. So I bring the element tea in little packets, which I find is great to travel with, and I will continue to have them for traveling. But I also make my own at home, and based on requests, I will show you how to make those when I return. But if you want to buy element tea, then you know what? I will link below my friend code, and then at least you get that 8-pack for free along with your order. But you don't have to. What people have asked me for, and if I've missed anything, please put it in the comments. People want to know how to make my own chorizo and sausage, sunscreen, and electrolytes. If there's something that I've missed, please let me know. My personal goals are to give up coffee. That's a personal goal. My weight is now at 145. I may regret doing this. I'm not a person who wants to be showing my body, but here we go. This is what I look like now. I have this piece that I know is fat because it's hard. I would like to get rid of that. But I'm not focusing on weight loss. I'm focusing on improved health. So I'm at 145. If I could get to 130, I think this hard fat is gone. I know that I have muscle, but here I feel this part here is a hard fat, and that will go away as I treat myself better. So this is my question and answer. If you have more questions, please ask. I'm happy to answer. Try to be as truthful as possible. I'm trying to enjoy my best life. This channel is not sponsored by anybody. I have no memberships. So I do my videos. I'm not a YouTube expert. I do my videos based on what people enjoy hearing and what people would like to learn. I love to research. So if there's something you'd like to learn about, I can do the research, put a video together, and share. Somebody had mentioned an amazing, and I wish I'd noted her name, but she had mentioned a fantastic carnivore pizza. Share your recipes. I'll try them out. If I find it's something that I can back, I will do a video on it and happily share it with the rest of the viewers. I am going to show you the meal I made last night. It was gonna be rainy, so I made some curry chicken. I brought my spices already mixed, and because I was using chicken breast, which has no fat, funny enough, I was hungry this morning. So I added some cream anyway to the sauce to bring up the fat and butter. But today I had to start off the day with 6 poached eggs because I was hungry, where normally I can get away without eating. This is a little glimpse of my curry stew. And like I said, I added some cream because I wanted to add the fat, even though I was cooking it in butter. But it was delicious. Those hot peppers are for Jamie. Don't forget, he's got to have a hot pepper with everything. But this was actually a very tasty meal. He had it with a salad on the side. I had a huge bowl, but it did not satiate me. It really shows the difference between beef and chicken. Tonight, ribeye. I am going to grill up some ribeye. This is what's on the menu for tonight. And look at that. It's USDA. The best meats here in Panama are all from the US. But for now, go out, live your best life. Thank you so much for being part of this channel. Please continue to like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and share with your friends. That's how you help me on this channel, is by sharing with your friends. Share it on your social media, or just send a message to a friend saying, check out this YouTube channel. Again, go out, live your best life, and I'll talk to you next time.